Hello everyone, my name is Jack and welcome back to another Universe Sandbox video on the channel. In today's video, as you can tell by the title, we are going to be hitting Earth with a little planet called Mars and we're going to see what damage it does. Now, I am aware if you guys are kind of, a fan of these type of videos, you're a fan of space, the solar system, you've probably seen simulations and stuff like that of Mars hitting Earth before. So we're going to hit it, just a standard Mars crashing into Earth. And then we're also going to see what happens when we hit Earth at, a couple of light speed with Mars. So we're going to get right into it here. We're going to go towards, not the sun, because that would not be good. We are going to go towards the Earth, as you do. This little planet that we live on in this big, vast universe. We're gonna go a little bit away from it, and then we are going to launch Mars at the Earth and see what happens. So, let's pick Mars up. Launch feature. Probably best if we pause the time just in case it goes a little bit too quick. So Mars right now is going to be hitting Earth at around about 30 kilometers a second. I think if we click on Mars here, so 30.4 kilometers a second. So it's going to be, a pretty standard realistic hit. So if we just play it here, you can see that it's quite far away and it's not traveling that fast. 30 kilometers a second is a very fast, speed. But when you're in the massive, massive space universe like this, it's very slow. So we need to speed things up a little bit here. Maybe a tiny little bit more. Let's not overdo it and just absolutely clout the Earth. Okay, how far? We're still quite far away here. Right, let's speed things up nicely. And then we can just pause. That is a perfect snapshot right there of Earth going towards Mars. It does really make you realise when you play games like this just how big the Earth is compared to like Mars. I mean, it's not too much difference, but Mars is not exactly a small planet. I mean, it's not one of the huge ones, but the Earth is quite big. So we're going to slow this down to, roughly about an hour every second. As you can see, we're getting a little bit closer here. We'll speed things up a little bit. And then we are going to see Mars destroy the Earth. Now, I think I will slow this down a tiny bit, just so you can see it a little bit more real time. Obviously, we're still going 2 minutes for every, second in real time. But yeah, the Mars is quite small compared to the Earth. But that's fine. If Earth survives a hit from Mars, then we can pretty much survive anything, right? We're getting pretty close right now. We're going to speed it up ever so slightly. So obviously the mass and the radius of the Earth is currently 1 Earth, which you can see down in the bottom right. And we're going to see what that is after Mars hits, which we're about to see happen right here. Okay, well, the Earth is getting very, very hot. That was quite a big explosion. I was not expecting something of that magnitude, and I think it almost came out the back. It was almost a clean shot. That's not bad. The Earth got up to 15,000 degrees Celsius, which means every single living thing on the Earth would have been dead, without a shadow of a doubt. And it's created an awful lot of debris here. Now, the interesting thing to note is that it did actually lose a small little bit of mass. But, you would kind of think with Mars kind of crashing into Earth and actually going inside it, it would increase the mass. But we can see that it's slowly going up, so as all these fragments are falling back down to the Earth, the mass will increase, but it's very hot right now. So what we're going to do is we're going to speed it up quite a lot. So as you can see, the mass is definitely going up. It didn't actually go up that much, which I didn't really expect. But we are cooling down right now, which is good. We're cooling down. We're down to 2,500 degrees Celsius, which is still very, very hot. And we've got these dust and ash clouds and gas clouds around the Earth for some reason, which looks pretty cool. Okay, let's speed things up a good amount, and let's see if the Earth can restore itself to its former self. Okay, we're down to 600 degrees Celsius. We're going at 7 days for every second in real time. Did anything change in terms of the rest of the solar system? I think everything looks pretty good, to be honest. Yeah, so the Earth is genuinely going to survive. We're going to speed it up a little bit more, just until we get down to an actual temperature. We can actually see that humans are back on the Earth. They've got the lights turned on, the electricity running again. So this, right now, is currently what the Earth looks like probably a good couple of hundred, if not thousands of years after Mars hit. So we lost a lot of the landmass, but you know what? It's still pretty possible for life to survive on that. So what we're going to do now is we are going to try and completely destroy the Earth using Mars. So let's get a Mars back here. Right. So we're going to have Mars going towards the Earth, but Mars is going to be travelling very, very fast indeed. So the speed is going to be 1 light speed. We're not going to go stupid here and go to like 100 light speed. We are just going to see what happens when Earth gets hit by Mars at 1 light speed. Now we need to slow time down a lot here, and I mean a lot. Like that's 38 milliseconds for every second, and it's still going that fast. That might actually be a pretty decent speed to see it hit Earth. Hello, Mars. Here it comes. It's coming quite fast. Don't forget it. It's 36 milliseconds for every second that passes in real time. Here it comes. Ooh, that's going to hit it clean. Not too sure what happened there. I think because the explosion was so fast, it's just kind of... I mean, don't forget, we're still going 36 milliseconds for every second, right? And I don't know why, but it looks like it's turned into a star. Right, let's speed it up to 1 second for every actual Earth second. We've got a gigantic chunk of something coming out the back, which looks a little bit like a wine cork, but that's fine. We'll see you later. And the Earth right now... I don't actually think I can even click on the Earth because of so many fragments. That thing got big. Holy hell. What is that? I don't know, but that's one huge cloud of whatever that is. A huge cloud of badness. Okay, and the Earth exploded by the looks of it. And it's also been knocked off its rotation around the sun. So actually, if we timed that a little bit better, it probably would have flung off and actually hit Mars again, which would have been pretty interesting, but yeah, the Earth is done. And I can't actually click back onto Earth. I think it's this little dot here. There we go. So it is still a planet. It's very hot. And yeah, it's just chilling. I have a feeling it might get rings. Potentially. But it is definitely no longer part of the solar system by the looks of it, because that is long gone. But it does make you realise how far out like Neptune is, because that's gone a long way away from the sun. You can still see all the little bits. It looks like it has rings, but then you get through it all and it's just not having a good time. Well, that is going to say goodbye to the old solar system. It's obviously got no stars, so there's going to be no heat, which means it's going to eventually freeze. It lost genuinely so much of its mass, and its radius is now 3.31 times the size of the sun. I'm not too sure how that works, but okay. I guess when you hit the Earth with Mars at light speed, it can create things a little bit out of the ordinary. But that is going to be it for the video. If you guys have enjoyed, thank you very much, as always, for watching. If there's any certain video you want to see me do on Universe Sandbox, please let me know down in the comments. I need to learn how to speak. But thank you very much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe. We are getting close to 50. But thank you for watching, and we'll catch you in the next video.